What's up everybody, it's your boy the Kryptonian saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 495, and this was yet again another fun chapter. Looks like this Fishman Island arc is going to go by really quickly because, I mean, Duval is complete fodder. We get more of this sad backstory, and yet at the same time, he might not have been a pirate, but he was a scumbag in his own right, because one of the things that we see is he was actually terrorizing people, and that's when the Navy came, and it's kind of messed up. Like, the Navy will let this dude terrorize, and I guess he's so small time they weren't really having him on their radar, and yet at the same time, once they think that he's actually Sanji, they go right for him. And meanwhile, you have CP9 on the cover page. They finally make the getaway, and more than likely, I'm guessing Blue Note used like that door, open up and escape. And that means Spandam's no longer laughing like he was on the past cover page. But with that out of the way, I do want to talk about this. I think that it's pretty interesting that this guy who you perceive to be complete fodder, and who I still have to pinch myself and say, Oda's not going to introduce this guy and have him taken out this quickly. More than likely, he's got some tricks up his sleeve. And sure enough, that's what happens. He uses his perceived weakness as a strength, and it catches Sanji off guard a few times. And in this one scene with Sanji, he's having to kind of jump and dodge and wiggle to get out of the way of these harpoons. And we know that they're dipped in the poison, really strong poison that will kill you within minutes. And then all of a sudden he says, get into formation. And that's the second time he said that, if I'm not mistaken. And that's when this iron net comes, and Sanji gets taken all the way down into the water, and they have the intention of drowning him. And I'm going, they're lucky they got Sanji, because if that was Zoro, Zoro's a freaking nature. Zoro could probably break that shit with his hands and get out. And Sanji, really telling too, because I thought Sanji might try and kick before he got under the water, because one thing you see, he's using his hands, and because he's a cook and he makes such big emphasis on not damaging his hands, he's actually using his hands for this. So, and I get it. I mean, it's a life or death situation. You can't really, break away from character for that. So I totally, you can break away from character from that. So I totally understand it. But I thought it was pretty cool, the fact that, he's got this huge plan, Duval, and it would have worked. Sanji would have drowned because they're moving underwater with so much speed, and they're getting further and further into the sea, and Sanji's lungs and body should be crushing at this point. And that's when that little itty bitty fish star says, you forgot about the mermaid, dumbass. Camie jumps in there. I don't know how the hell she got Sanji out of there. I'm guessing she was moving so fast she was able to kind of go underneath the net and pull Sanji through a crack or something. I might have missed that, but the crazy thing about this is she's got Sanji in her chest, and as soon as I saw that, I said, okay, Oda's going to have a pervert moment in this. And sure enough, Camie gets up. She's like, oh my God, help, help. Sanji, I thought I saved him, but he's bleeding. And right away they say, is it a nosebleed? And it's because my dude, he had his face in some, boobs, okay? And so for Sanji, that's probably heaven for him. And what's really funny about that is Usopp's just like, look, if he's bleeding, just let him die like that. At least he looks happy. And that fits into something I always joke with my friend Sean and my friend Bridget. I always joke with them. I always say, well, if you find out one day I'm dead, make sure you go to the morgue and make sure you identify the body. And if I got a smile on my face, you can tell them to take the book of suspects and just close half of that bitch. Because it wasn't a man that killed me. It's a woman if I'm smiling. So I thought it was pretty cool that Oda drew Sanji in like that. And you got Usopp saying that, because that's literally a joke that I've been cracking for a long time with my friends, man. So I thought that was pretty cool to kind of see that little tidbit in there. And I love the fact that Oda is just continuing to ramp up the gag humor in this. Because when you have like the whole backstory for Duval being brought out, you got Nico Robin saying he's probably going to die a charmed death, and he was born under a charmed star, and Chopper's like, they look alike, and it's just slowly piling on. And I'm like, where's Zoro at? Zoro's going to get him. And sure enough, Zoro gets his ass. Zoro says, look, man, this is the thing. They do look alike. And you got Brooke. Brooke doesn't even hesitate. Brooke doesn't say nothing. Brooke just starts laughing. It's like Brooke knows they don't look the same. But he's just like, dude, they thought that was you? Holy shit, you're not living this one down. Like, Brooke is starting to remind me, you can't tell I'm enjoying this shit, but Brooke is starting to remind me of that one friend you have who, if you do something stupid around them, they're not letting you live it down. If something embarrassing happens, they're not going to bring it up every chance they get, but the moment you say anything crazy, they're going to bring this shit up and just check your ass. So I thought that was pretty cool, the fact that, you know, Brooke, we're starting to see more of his personality. He isn't just a pervert or this guy who makes really bad jokes. And when him and Zoro got saved by Hachi in the last chapter, you know, he was just like, I gotta prove my usefulness. Like, I love the fact we're seeing his personality. If this arc only exists for the fact that we see his personality, I'll be completely fine with it. And I like how when Sanji basically stops Luffy after Luffy, basically his fighting spirit is enough to make the cow pass out. Sanji says, look, I'll finish off this fool. And he kicks him right in the eyes. And he says, look, man, somebody who looks like that does not deserve to be alive right now. And it's just like, Oda's playing up some vanity at this point. And it's saying a lot about Sanji's character, the fact he's even saying stuff like that. But at the same time, the humor continues to roll on. Because earlier in the chapter, it fits into this, where Sanji says, someone who looks like that doesn't deserve to be alive. But he tells him, he's like, look, man, if you're tired of looking like that, why not grow a beard? Why not go for a clean shave? Why not cut your hair? And as soon as I read that, one of the things popped in my head is I got this associate I used to work with, and I'm not going to throw him under the bus or anything, but I'll say this. He looks really close to what this dude Duval looks like. Really close. And one of the things I told him was, hey man, like, the mullet's not really in. Like, you might need to cut that. You might want to go for a clean shave. No homo, looks better with the proportions of your face. Like, that'll probably let you do better with the women than what you're doing right now. Like, change it up a little bit. Still single to this day. But it's the same thing here. And you got Duval, he's just like, oh shit, I didn't think of that. And Sanji's like, you guys are a bunch of idiots. How the hell did you stay alive this long? So I like the fact that Oda is diving into different areas of the human psyche in this chapter. But my chapter question to you guys is going to be, do you think Sanji had a good point? Should Duval have changed his appearance? And at the same time, what do you think Oda was trying to say about the vanity of people in this chapter? Do you think it was just in good ribbing that he was doing this, or do you think he was trying to speak on a deeper message? But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching the end of the video, guys. Have an awesome day.